Bubble Bunny Tarot. We're going to be doing your monthly reading for February. And we're just going to do it the same as last time. We're going to do past, present, and future. And then for the oracle cards, we're actually going to use the Botanical oracle this time instead of the literary witches. And then as a really cool treat, we've got some Zodiac dice here that we're gonna roll, and just take these as like energies. They could be people in your life, but this is kind of just like dessert. It's not the whole reading, so if these don't match anything going on in your life or anyone going on in your life, then don't worry about it. This is a general reading, and so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're gonna be kind of pulling on the energies from the last full moon that we've had in February, and then I'm gonna leave some dates up for kind of the important like moon cycles that are going to be going on that also might affect your current state as we move through the month of February. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your reading. Hi my lovely Leos, this is going to be your reading for the month of February. It's going to be pretty much the same as last time. The only thing that I would love to highlight is that I have these beautiful Zodiac dice. This is kind of just like dessert, so this could be the energies that are influencing you, or it could be, your energy. It could be someone else's energy that's important in your life right now. But like I said, remember, these are just dessert. If you don't recognize, a sign or anything, sun, moon, rising, then don't pay too much mind to it. It's just like extra confirmation, So I will begin by rolling. My lovely lions. Okay, so let's get started. Ooh, okay. So you have a lot of fire and air energy here. So we have Aries, your fellow fire sign, and then you also have Sagittarius, your other fellow fire sign. So that's pretty interesting. And then you also have Gemini energy, so like air. Very, very interesting. And I'll put these over here so you can see them during your reading. Okay. Let's see what's going on with you for the month of February, Leo. What's in this recent past? What's in Leo's most recent past? This guy. Okay. So this is going to be past, and now your present. So what's in Leo's most recent present? Oh, well, that just flipped out. What's in Leo's most recent present? This one. What is in Leo's most recent present? Ooh. Okay, so now we got your present all set. Look at your future. What's going on in Leo's future for the month of February? What's going on in Leo's future for the month of February? So now that we have your past, present, and future, we'll get your thoughts and feelings, and then the general energies, and I'll be all set. So I'm gonna move these over here. What are Leo's thoughts and feelings in February? And then what are the overall energies for Leo for the month of February? Ooh. Ah, okay. Take this guy. We'll go over it later. I'll just let the background through, but Leo's general energies for February. Ooh. Guess we'll take these two out for that. Okay, so I'm gonna move these cards over to the side, so we'll take a look at your past, present, and future first. And then we'll get into everything else, all the other goodies. Okay, Leo, so in your most recent past, you have the Six of Swords, so moving on to better shores. Then you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, but we'll flip it back around. Then you have the Empress. Ooh, strong Empress energy. Okay, before I say anything, we'll go into your present. So we have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, okay. Then you have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, then the Knight of Wands, okay. I'm definitely seeing something. So at least like for your most recent past, you moved on from a situation that gave you a brand new opportunity. And so because of this opportunity, you're really blossoming within yourself. And because of that, it's causing conflict with other people. You're feeling the need to be defensive, either towards like justifying your own capabilities or like what people are perceiving like on the outside. Another thing that I wanted to note is I'm really drawn to this like knot that's in this card of the tree. It's like forming an eye, and the eye is staring directly like at the Empress, so it's kind of like all eyes are on you, and that can be like very overwhelming and almost like burdensome with this Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like a feeling of like just constantly fighting, and you know you're tired, but you need to just like push through it. Like it's a feeling of you trying to push through whatever burdens you've had that other people are putting on you, or like your own self-imposed burdens. But let's take a look at the future before I elaborate on that more. So we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Wands, so from the 9 to a 10. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, so your energy in general is this Knight of Wands. This is like your base energy. This is the base of like all fire sign energies, which we see your other brother, sister, sibling fire signs here, that's really showing up. And so like a Knight of Wands is confident of himself. He's self-assured. He's charming. He moves forward with like this vitality that nobody else has. And so this is like your base energy, but because of like this conflict that the conflict that you've moved away from and the conflict that is ensuing now because you have been satisfied with where you're at, is causing this burden. So maybe I see this as you tiring yourself out. So maybe you just keep going forward to like all these new opportunities, but then like later on you don't really realize how much of a burden it is for you to take on all these, wonderful opportunities. And you're just getting tired. That's really what I'm seeing. And so there's a need for you to like withdraw and stabilize yourself, stabilize this fiery energy of you like moving forward. And that's why I see this Knight of Wands evolving to this Knight of Pentacles over here. And so, yeah, so you really need to let go of these burdens and look inward into yourself. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what stands out the most to me about like this 10 of Wands and this 9 of Wands is that 10s usually signify something. 10s and 9s both signify something that like comes to an end. There's something that needs to like stop, like just needs to come to an end for you. And the big thing about the 10 of Wands is it's a man holding these 10 wands with all of his strength, like trying to keep it together, and carrying them home instead of looking for a different way to, carry the sticks home, or maybe carry like half of the sticks instead of carrying like all of them. It's like trying to bring in all your groceries all at once instead of like taking multiple trips. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. Is that you're trying to hold all your groceries to get it inside the house, but then when you get through the door, you drop your eggs, and then you have a mess of eggs everywhere. So, yeah, what I'm getting from the card so far is that you really need to focus on maintaining this Empress energy of receiving these opportunities, but don't get ahead of yourself. Try to stabilize yourself, and work at things slowly. Only do what you know you are capable of. Don't push yourself to do anything more than what you know you can do just because it seems exciting or it seems like something new. But let's look into your thoughts and feelings and the overall energies to see if like there's anything else that the universe wants to add. So let me clear this up. Okay. So, for your thoughts and feelings, we have the Tower. It's in reverse, but we don't take reversals, so the Tower definitely makes sense. Things crumbling, like, for some reason the word tired came up in my mind, but like tired in relation to age. So like tired due to age, or like something crumbling away due to age. So maybe it's there's something like in the back of your mind that you've been dwelling on for a long time, and it's mentally just like making you tired. And then you have the Hermit, which came up in reverse, but let's flip it. So yeah, definitely taking the time to look inward, and think about the things that you truly want, the skills that like you really want to develop during this time. And then last but not least, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so you have to be able to look inward without getting in your own head. So the thing about the Eight of Swords, this woman can easily free herself. Like, she has so many swords that she can lean up against and remove her restraint from, and then take off her blindfold. But she's choosing to stay in that place. So you're letting your own thoughts get to you, And you need to really get out of this cycle of having these thoughts that are burdens to you that are then affecting you in, in 3D, in the real world. So yeah, definitely see that. And then another thing I want to note is that everybody's been getting the Tower so far. This is what, my 6th reading, and everybody has gotten this Tower. So I think just like overall, Tower energy is really big right now. I think everybody is probably going to like have Tower moments or have something that is very similar to a Tower moment at this time. And so what Tower moments mean is that we are removing foundations that no longer serve us. So we're removing ideas, things in our lives that no longer serve us, and we're building something new. And so in order for something new to take hold, you have to get rid of the old. So that's really like a big energy that's going on right now. Okay, so let's have a look at the other cards. We're going to go into the crystal cards first before I go into the Hedge Witch cards, which I will read an excerpt from the field guide to just add a little bit of spiciness to your reading. So you have Aquamarine, which is water healing, compassion, speaking your truth, and compromising. I feel like the word compromising is really important at the moment. That and speaking your truth from that card. And then you have Citrine, which is wealth, enhanced career prospects, self-esteem, and manifestation. And then I'm going to look at the Hedge Witch cards, which is Bearberry, which is strength, which the strength card in the tarot deck is your card. So this reading is really about focusing on you, focusing what's best for you, best for maintaining your strength, maintaining your vitality, moving forward. So yeah, it's just like confirms it. This is all about you reading. Less about like outside stuff, like relationships and all that. And then your second card is Golden Poppy, which is dream. Which that's kind of sweet. I got a sweet energy off of this dream card, like things that you dream of you can achieve are the words that are like coming to my mind. There. So we got the Head Witch's Guide, and we'll do strength first. Okay, so for Bearberry, the anecdotal mama bear of course comes to mind. The strength spoken of here is not of aggression, but the quiet confidence that comes from hard work and balance. I feel like balance is really important for you right now. The Queen of Pentacles of the Tarot is one card that connects with the energy of this plant. Confident, nurturing, and fierce when challenged. Strength is also a perfect fit. The calm ability of the cornet to tame the beast comes from confidence and inner knowledge, not from weapons or tricks. Then we have Golden Poppy. The oracle property dream refers to the long history of the poppy's use as a sedative and narcotic. For hundreds or perhaps thousands of years, this plant has been associated with altered states of consciousness, memory, and pain relief. In a tarot context, one might relate this flower to the Moon card, which speaks of dream states, exploring the subconscious, and finding the way through illusions. The Seven of Cups, with its message about getting caught up in wishful thinking, deception, or desire without action, can also apply. Dreaming, daydreaming, fantasizing, these are distractions, but can also be the gateway to achievement, happiness, and goal attainment. When I see the word dream in an oracle context, I most often interpret it in a very positive way. How sad would life be without our ability to project into the future or alternate realms? Like everything, dreaming is about balance. Let your imagination soar, but remember that we must not dream our way too far from the real world. After all, someone needs to feed the cat. I think that's hilarious that the last line is someone needs to feed the cat, because you are the cat. You are Leo, like you're literally the lion. You are the cat. So that's just so funny. Okay. But yeah, it really makes sense with what we're seeing with this tower moment, the foundation. So keeping those dreams intact, but also remembering like the moments where you need to wake up and have that balance of, you know, maintaining reality and then the things that like you wish to achieve. Okay, so we'll look into your advice pile now. I'm gonna put these guys off to the side. We'll keep the crystal deck and the flower deck out so you can still see those while we do your advice pile. So I'll put these over here. Okay, so for your first advice card, we have the Magician. Came in reverse, but we'll take it right side up. And then we have the King of Cups, also in reverse, but we'll flip it back around. And then we have the Devil. Okay. Interesting. And then we have the Sun, which is another card that is attributed to you as well. Okay. So what I really see here is, obviously with the Tower, we have a new beginning. But you still need to be careful moving forward, because like I said, you need to let go of the burdens that you have. The Devil card typically represents toxicity, but I also take it as like a sense of control. You're trying to control everything around you to have the outcome that you want, but sometimes the world doesn't work that way. And so kind of going back into this feeling of you taking on extra burdens, and it's almost like you're trying to control the outcome of those burdens, and that's what's causing you like a great deal of anxiety. Like, am I going to be able to do this? I have to be able to do this kind of mindset is really what I get off of this. And really you just need to like let go and acknowledge the things that you can achieve, to be able to say no and say like, no, I'm like having a really stressful time right now. I can't commit to this responsibility, because at the end of the day, it's going to help you conserve more energy for this new beginning. And then you're going to be able to not only blossom in terms of your opportunities, but blossom emotionally, become this King of Cups who, despite, you know, in the original tarot deck, he's sitting on water that's like choppy and turning, he's maintaining his balance. So that's really what I'm getting from these cards, is that you need to look inward and figure out how you're going to master maintaining the balance of your responsibility and the things that you want to achieve in the future. And once you have that mastery, you'll be happy. You don't have to worry about anything. And what I think is really important too about the Sun card is that there's a wall behind this child as he's like frolicking in this field. And sometimes like having a wall means putting up like personal boundaries. So I think that's really the advice that the cards are trying to give you, is that you need to maintain boundaries between people, between opportunities, between anything that might stress you out. You need to maintain a boundary that's good for you and that's good for your mental health. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I don't really see anything else coming, popping out of the advice cards. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And yeah, that was your February reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you also have a wonderful day.